Well, what it does is when you heat it up, it shrinks. That's why they call it heat shrink. For really fancy, you would basically set your wires up like so. You would put them inside the butt connector and you'd put them down in there. You would take your crimpers, you would give it a nice good crimp like so. Okay, and then friction alone would hold your wires in, and you would take some of this heat shrink and tuck it across and center it up and turn some heat on. This is a heat gun, just basically a glorified hair dryer. And you can see with the heat, this heat shrink will seal up your wire. Well, that worked pretty well. It wasn't a bad idea. It worked pretty good. But then as technology kind of advanced and things got a little bit better, they ended up developing butt connectors with the heat shrink already on it, like this one here. Now these are pretty cool because basically they have the heat shrink built on, but they also have something else. They have a little coat of glue on the inside. So after you crimp them and you heat them up, they become really sealed watertight. So they're great for boats and things that are outdoors and even cars under the hood and things because it pretty much keeps them pretty dry, but you still have a friction hold. So the pinch of the metal that's inside the sleeve here is what keeps your wires from coming apart. You do have an added bonus though, the heat shrink here, since it has a little bit of glue in it, it not only keeps the moisture out, but it also helps keep the wires from tugging. So you can see here, we're just going to melt it on down. Now, I always thought these were really, really cool. These were kind of, you know, the Cadillac of butt connectors. Now, you can also melt this with a match or a lighter. I just prefer a heat gun because the heat gun gets only so hot and you don't burn them up. So there we go. It's nice and sealed on that end. You can see how it kind of changed color. And this end is nice and sealed. And that is a really good connection, other than you are held by friction with this pinched piece of metal down inside.